So I'm doing vital signs checkoff today. First, I would identify the patient. Can you go ahead and state your name and date of birth for me? Awesome, thank you so much. I would also verify the provider's orders, which really means like if they need them every 15 minutes or every 30 minutes, you need to just make sure you let them know what's going on. I'd also make sure I ask for any allergies. Do you have any allergies at all? No? Good. Alright, so I have all my stuff here on a clean surface. I've got my thermometer, pulse ox, blood pressure cuff. Then I will perform hand hygiene. Okay. So pretty much you want to make sure you let the patient know why you're getting vital signs. Pretty much just to make sure that they're stable. You also want to make sure that you ask them to please breathe normally and to not talk during this. You also want to make sure if they've had anything hot or cold to drink, because that can mess with temperature or how you get your temperature, or determine how you get your temperature, I'm sorry. Asked if they had a mastectomy, but Tigger has not. You also want to make sure if they have an AV fistula, which doesn't look like he has either arm, so that's good. You want to ask him if he's smoking at all, or if he smoked recently, and he doesn't seem to have any nail polish on either, so that's good. Okay, so then now I'll clean all my stuff with a wipe here, which I don't have one, but I'll just act like I'm cleaning all my stuff off here. Get my stethoscope kind of cleaned off, blood pressure cuff all cleaned off. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start with pain. So I pretty much just ask him if he was experiencing any pain, and it doesn't look like he's in any pain. So pretty much you would ask the description of the pain, the intensity, if you've had any travel recently, and if anything makes it better or worse. So now I'm going to go ahead and take his temp, so that'll be oral. Just pretty much stick that under his tongue. And you wait till it beeps. It beeps. Alright. And his temp is 98.6. And you would make sure that you throw this little receptacle thing away for the next patient. So there are also other ways that you can take a temperature. You would take a temporal one by taking it and running it down his forehead to behind his ear, and that would give you the temperature. Axillary, you pretty much take this same thing and you just put it under his arm like that till it beeps. Okay. And then tympanic, you would pull up the ear and back, and you would stick it in there, and it would give you his temperature. So now you're gonna do we're gonna do pulse on you, okay? I just need to make sure that your pulse is good. So I get down to his radial pulse here. There we go. And I would count for 30 seconds. And then I would multiply it by 2. If it was irregular, then I would make sure I count for a full minute. But he's got a regular rate and rhythm, 2 plus, oh, I gotta do it both sides, sorry, bilaterally, good. Okay, so next I would count his respirations for 30 seconds. As he's not breathing, and a stuffed animal, I will just go ahead and explain to you how I would do that. Usually I would do that while I'm taking the pulse. I'd go up here and feel the respirations as I'm taking the pulse. But you count them for 30 seconds, making sure that they don't know you're counting them. And if they are irregular, you want to make sure you count for a full minute. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do blood pressure. So go ahead and get his blood pressure cuff on here. Alright, here I'm going to do it on this side so you guys can see where I would put it. Be up here. And wrap it around. It's a little hard, but get it up a little bit above, dip in his elbow, and then you want to make sure that these are on this side because that's where the artery is. I know you can't see this, but I'm going to go ahead and clip that on here so I can see it myself. Okay, so then now I'm going to palpate his brachial his brachial pulse. And then I would pump up. There we go. So then I would pump it up until I can't feel it anymore. And then I would pump it up 30 more millimeters of mercury from there. Then gently, oh, I gotta put my stethoscope on, sorry. Okay. While I'm also making sure, so when I can't feel it anymore, I'll go ahead and put the stethoscope on there. And I would pump it up 30 more millimeters of mercury. Then gently release it. The first sound is at 120. And the second sound is at 78. Alright, good job. Okay, so then let the cuff out. Take the cuff off again. So the first sound is the systolic pressure, and the second sound is the diastolic pressure. So he had a pretty decent blood pressure there. Okay, so now it's O2. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little O2 thingy on you here, okay? Alright. Look at the monitor, make sure it's... There it goes. Okay, he's at 98% on room air. Alright, good job. Thank you. Alright, so now I'm just going to make sure I clean up all my equipment with a wipe again. So I wipe all this off. I'd wipe all this off there. Alright. Make sure I have everything. Sorry. I'm going to show you that I'm cleaning it all off. Alright. Then, well, I would put those away, but then I would perform hand hygiene after I clean that. Okay. Alright, and then I'll make sure that his bed is in the lowest position. Then I would also make sure that the bed is locked, the side rails are up, and his call light is within reach. And before leaving, you always perform hand hygiene, so